Hello, I'm Devin. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about doing analog productivity when the rest of your work life is completely digital. And in today's video, I wanted to walk through how I archive stuff from my EverBook. Super simple. I'm going to show you real quick. For those of you who are familiar with GTD, you'll recall something called an agenda. An agenda being prior to a meeting, you create a document. Basically, if you're doing the EverBook way, you grab a fresh sheet of paper, title and date of the meeting that's coming up, and before the meeting you write your notes about what you want to remember and what you want to talk about, and then during the meeting you're going to use this piece of paper actually to take notes on. And so this is great. This is my agenda for a meeting with Amanda from February 23rd. It's a really good talk, made some notes. These mean something to me. They probably don't mean anything to you. That's fine. But the point was, this was in my this is my monthly feature. You might call this calendar, whatever. It was in here until I needed it. Boop! And then it came out. I used it. Took a bunch of notes during the meeting. Then after the meeting, what do? Well, there's really just two steps after the meeting. Step number one, I'm going to transfer any next actions from this piece of paper over to my next actions lists or project lists or wherever else it belongs, so that I don't need everything from this paper. I just need what is it I gotta do next following this meeting. And then once that's been transferred off, and any reference information I need to keep long term, where does this piece of paper go? Now, if it's really, there's no useful information on here, you could just throw it away. You could, and just be done. However, most of the time what I like to do is I have a special bundle called my archive. And this has, this has every meeting I've had in 2026 so far is in here. And you can see it's just the same, it's a standard EverBook bundle, but I folded it so that it's got this nice thick spine on the back so I can really fill it with papers. Now in here, I've got the date written in the top corner, and in this case, it's my most recent meeting, so I'm just going to slide it in the back. Now, if you're looking, you're like, all those papers are going to fall out. You're completely right. So very simply, I just take a binder clip, put it on the spine, boom. And then I just keep this, along with a bunch of other ones. Here's my agendas archive from last year. If you practice a 12-week year, here are my previous 12-week year plans are kept in here. There's a time when I had a calendar. I was keeping calendars and I made an archive bundle for that. Here I started doing the captain's log at the end of 2025, so here's that bundle. There was a time when I was keeping my personal journal in my EverBook, so I would keep a handful of pages in the EverBook and then I would move them to this archive later. And there you go. This then becomes, right now since I don't have that many, I just kind of keep them in a section of my desk. However, when I have too many of them, I don't know, I might figure out a long-term storage inside a filing cabinet or something, or I might get rid of them. Or, I can imagine me flipping through this and just kind of pulling out the greatest hits for long-term storage and then getting rid of the rest. You can do whatever you want. But this is something I've seen other EverBook users do it. It's worked really well for me. It's not complex. It's useful. And the archives, I try to make it so if there's a bundle in my EverBook that is going to move to an archive, I make them match. So if I'm keeping my agendas in my blue bundle, I then have a blue bundle for the agendas to move into. There you go. That's what I do. It's not complex. It's very simple. I bought these little happy face binder clips on Amazon. My kids really like them. I think so. I'd commend those if you wanted a little thing to brighten your day as you're going about your work. Thanks for watching. Take care.